Michael Walker was a kind and hard-working man who always put his family first. He supported his wife, Sophia, for over 20 years despite her never holding a steady job. From the outside, their marriage looked like one built on love and loyalty. But as with many things, appearances can be deceiving. Michael and Sophia married young. At just 18, Michael fell in love with Sophia, the most beautiful girl in their high school. Sophia was flattered by his attention and accepted his marriage proposal after they'd been together for 6 months. They soon moved into a cozy home in a quiet neighborhood in Detroit. Michael quickly found work at a local furniture company while Sophia stayed home, claiming she wanted to take care of the house and eventually start a family. It wasn't long before Michael noticed that Sophia wasn't particularly interested in working. She would often say that she planned to find a job soon, but never seemed to take any real steps toward it. Instead, she spent her days at home, enjoying the comforts that Michael's hard work provided. Michael didn't mind at first. He was happy to support his wife and believed she would contribute when she was ready. A few years into their marriage, the furniture company where Michael worked closed down. He didn't let this setback discourage him and immediately started looking for other work. He found a series of odd jobs that kept them afloat, but the money was tight. Michael gently encouraged Sophia to find a job to help out, suggesting she apply for part-time positions or even take up some freelance work from home. Sophia always had an excuse ready. The jobs weren't good enough for her, or she claimed she needed more time to find the right opportunity. What Michael didn't know was that Sophia was deliberately avoiding work. She enjoyed the life Michael's efforts provided and had no intention of giving that up. Over time, she became skilled at manipulating the situation to her advantage. She would go so far as to sabotage any job prospects that came her way, either by not showing up for interviews or by performing poorly on purpose. Sophia wasn't just passive in her manipulation. She was active in ensuring that Michael would never suspect a thing. She began controlling the household finances, telling Michael that she was better at budgeting and could manage their money more effectively. In reality, she was hiding money away in a separate account, spending it on luxuries for herself, while Michael continued to struggle to make ends meet. Michael's hopes that Sophia would start contributing as the years passed dwindled. He often worked 2 or 3 jobs at a time, trying to provide for them. Their daughter, Lily, grew up seeing her father work tirelessly while her mother stayed at home. When Lily got married, she too found herself in a similar situation. Much like Sophia, her husband didn't like to work and relied on Lily and Michael for financial support. Sophia, now in her early 40s, was content with how things were. She had everything she wanted without having to lift a finger. But Michael was beginning to feel the strain. His health started to suffer from the stress of working so many hours, and the constant worry about money was taking a toll on him. He began to question why Sophia wasn't helping more, but each time he brought it up, she would dismiss his concerns, telling him that she was trying her best and that things would improve. Then one day, everything changed. Michael was at home, having taken a rare day off to recover from a grueling work week. He had just sat down to rest when he overheard Sophia on the phone with a friend. The conversation started innocently enough, but then he heard Sophia laughing and saying, "I've got Michael wrapped around my finger. He's been supporting me for years and doesn't even realize how easy it is to keep him working. Why would I want to work when I can get everything I want without lifting a finger?" Michael felt his heart sink. He had always believed that Sophia was trying, that she wanted to contribute but had just been unlucky. Hearing her talk about him like that, as if he were nothing more than a tool to be used, shattered something inside him. That night, Michael couldn't bring himself to confront Sophia. He was too hurt, too shocked. He spent the evening thinking about all the times Sophia had made excuses, all the money that seemed to disappear without explanation. The truth was clear now. Sophia had been manipulating him for years. The next morning, Michael decided that things had to change. He couldn't continue living like this, working himself to the bone while Sophia did nothing. He calmly sat down with her and told her he knew what she was doing. Sophia tried to deny it initially, but she couldn't keep up the pretense when Michael told her what he had overheard. Michael told Sophia that he couldn't support her anymore unless she started contributing. He gave her an ultimatum: either she found a job and started helping with the bills, or he would leave. Realizing that her easy life was slipping away, Sophia promised to start looking for work immediately. But Michael had heard this before. He told her that he needed to see real action, not just promises. Michael took control of the family's finances for the first time in years. He went through their accounts, discovering the money Sophia had been hiding. He used that money to pay off some of their debts and put the rest into savings. He also stopped giving Lily and her husband money, telling them that they needed to start standing on their own 2 feet. Michael felt a weight lifting off his shoulders. He started taking better care of himself, attending regular checkups, and making time for what he enjoyed. He reconnected with old friends and began to build a life that wasn't centered around work. As for Sophia, she found herself in a difficult position. Without Michael's constant support, she had to take responsibility for herself. She struggled to find work, having spent so many years avoiding it. For the first time, she realized how much she had depended on Michael and how little she had done to contribute to their life together. In the end, Michael knew he deserved better. He filed for divorce, leaving Sophia to face the consequences of her actions.